Hi Scorpio, welcome to Virgo season and your September reading. Oh, so much to say, so much to get through, so many different things we need to talk about. There's love, there's romance, there's money, there's you just being a boss and like killing shit left and right. We need to talk about all of it. Take a deep breath, roll your shoulders and relax. Let's get into it. I have a feeling that this month is going to be super dynamic for you, and that a lot of different things that you've been cooking here and there that require just a little more oomph from you, it's coming together now. You're gonna get a chance to stand on that stage you like so much one more time, probably several more times in the next coming months. First up, Ace of Pentacles, go get that money. Next up, Four of Wands. Ooh, who wants to get married? If you're single, you might hook up real fast with somebody. If you're with someone, you might really quick decide, okay, now I want to be married. Who's feeling really good about themselves? That would be you. I'd feel pretty good too if this was my Latin life. Hello, very nice work. We know you've been working hard. And then the Justice card. So if you were dealing with a Libra, they're coming up very strong, but also this is an indication for me that Libra season is really important for you. And how is it important? You're going to have to be real Libra, which we know you know how to do. You can turn it on when you need to, and you know it. So I need you to be really, really charming for the next 2 months. I didn't say don't pop off. I didn't say don't get mad. I didn't say don't have an attitude. Be yourself. Just be very, very sweet while you do it. Ooh, bottom of the deck. But we'll get there. First, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Lovers card. So if you've been working hard at love, if you're single and you've been really working on the relationship status, you're out there, you're meeting people, you're mingling, you're dating, this is a good time for you because things are going to come to fruition. Seven of Pentacles and the Hermit. If you've been put in the work, if you put in the work for a while now and have just been waiting on it, Virgo season is going to show you where the quality of that work could be a little bit better. And without you having to do much, you're going to end up improving how you love, because Virgo season is just going to bring you this like crazy insight into you, more than anyone else, into you. And then that air energy again, so Libra and Gemini are already out. I can only assume this is the Aquarian card now. King of Swords and the Nine of Cups. So surrounded by air. Well, that's good. We need that, especially because you're going into a time of such success and reaching such great heights. You need air on your side, and it looks like it's very much on your side. People in positions of power making things easier for you. Three of Wands and the Nine of Wands. This is turning into quite a career reading, especially considering that Ace of Pentacles is out first, but the Lovers is out as well, and so is Virgo season, and so is Libra season, and so is your card at the bottom of the deck. I mean, your energy is really coming through. This is a very, very Scorpio vibe, right? Three of Wands, Nine of Wands. If you take the risk now on any of those different things you've been working on, great benefit will come to you. Just realize and recognize and remember that some things you can't work on. Some things you can't force, you can't lead. Some things just take the time they take. And we are all beholden to it. Yes? Moving on. Bottom of the deck here, this is kind of your extended now because we already have like 15 cards out, but let's just keep going. This is fun, right? The Death card, the Moon. I'm not sure how much of that you heard, but what I said was the Death card, the Moon, the Two of Cups, Ten of Swords, the Tower, and the Emperor. So, and this is now a part of your extended, but you can see how by the full moon, you may already, and which is just in a couple of days, you may already, well, a couple weeks, you may be in something serious already, even if you're like hella single right now. So that's kind of cool. Congrats. But just realize that as quickly as things start, they can fall apart, especially if your ego is the one leading the show. It's the cards. It's not me. What I would suggest, and what this is saying to me, because I think all of this is related, I would like for you to focus here, okay? And I would like for you to keep in mind, in the front of your mind, that you have a choice. You can do this, or you can do this. We've done this. We've done this many times. A lot of times it works, and a lot of times it's crash and burn. Let's fix those odds, okay? Let's do this. Let's focus here, and what does that mean? Focusing here means being sociable, open and communicative, to a certain extent humble and willing to listen. All of these qualities are going to bring you closer not only to greater financial freedom and success. More than that, there's something more here. This recurring, there's a Six of Cups, there's the Lovers, there's the Two of Cups. You're just setting up for big, you know, level ups. And I just think that there's like an entry fee. I think that there's like a list, you know. I think like when you go to get your license, you have to bring a certain amount of, you know, when you go to open a bank account, you have to bring a certain amount of ID or points of ID. I think that there's a certain amount of points you got to hit with the universe before it lets you in on the much bigger blessings that you feel that you know they're right there, but you're like, hello. Yeah, they're right there. But are you qualified? Have you come with all your papers? Do you have, you know, and that does include showing the universe how gracious you can be in times of success, how social, how friendly. You know, I need you to put the stinger away for a little bit, but just long enough to, you know, fill up bags of money. Come on, that's not such a bad bargain. I love you. Mwah. Are you loving my waifu vibes? I'll see you in a second. Let's look at these cards. Tickets for London are selling out, just so you know. So don't say later that you didn't know I'm coming to London. I'm coming to London at the end of September, and it's going to be dope. And we have a venue. It's dope. The link to that will be below, but also the extended link will be below, which I'm going to do right after I show you the cards. And podcast link, merch link, all of that is on the website. And oh, I'm doing these 5-minute readings, which are really, really cute, and everyone seems to love them, so that's great. You can save them, you can share them, you can give them as gifts. Now coworkers are giving them to each other, which is really cute. But you can do it through Cameo, so the link to Cameo is below as well. Shout out Cameo for being dope. And there's a link to the podcast as well, if you're into that. We're doing really well. We're crossing 1 million listens on Anchor. I think we hit 1 million listens a while ago on iTunes and Spotify. So all is well with the revolution. I love you guys. Let's look at these cards. Hi, Scorpio. You got a lot of cards out. Okay. Let's take a look. I feel like I did a pretty good job of explaining what came up. Excuse me, I'm going to drink a little water. But you can see for yourself here, and it's very positive. The road to success is very clear and very open, and you are asked in many areas of your life to take that leadership position, both financially and in terms of your personal life, but you've got to want to step into that role. And also remember, Scorpio, that stepping into a leadership position doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to pat you on the back, and it doesn't necessarily ensure immediate success. What you are being groomed for here is a long-lasting success. It has to do with things that are factoring in that you don't even know about yet, that you couldn't possibly know about yet. So for that reason and many others, I would suggest that slow and steady and in control wins the race. It's like you're waiting underneath all the good decisions and the patience that you need to have to reemerge as that next level Scorpio one more time. Down that rabbit hole of self-realization and remaking of the self we go once again. But this time, look at the Nine of Cups, look at the Nine of Wands. This time there is an added maturity here. You are being asked to step up and stop babying yourself and stop babying those that you give special treatment to. Now it's time for you to take control of the thing. So I can see how many of you will end up getting married or falling in love very quickly with somebody new or starting something again or getting a higher position at work. But I can also see you quickly, not being appreciative and therefore losing the thing and causing great pain to yourself. It's very easy come, easy go with you guys. The harder something is to achieve, the more you respect it, as is human nature, but it seems more acute with Scorpios. So bear in mind when things are coming easy this month, that, or in September, I apologize, that it has not always been that way. It won't always be that way. And that you should be grateful for every moment that it does go your way. And whenever you feel your ego creeping up, or whenever you feel that more, let's say, shadowy part of you making an appearance, understand that your blessings, like I said, are asking you to prove yourself a little bit. And that does mean coming into a leadership role, but it also means looking more deeply into yourself. It also means communicating from a higher level. It also means deferring to those that you know better sometimes. All of these things will not make you any less of a Scorpio. They'll actually make you more of who you are. Right? And that's what we want. We want you to be you, even more you, if that's possible. And of course it's possible, and it's good for you. And for those of you who have been feeling quite lonely, cheer up, because love is definitely in the air. You are magnetic and everyone loves you, and we know that, even the ones who are afraid of you. A la Michael Scott. They might be afraid of how much they love you, Scorpio. All right. We'll go through and shuffle out for each card. Not go through the whole deck, but just shuffle out for each card and see what comes up. Seems to be working really well. People have been loving the extendeds lately. We'll do that now. And I'll see you for Libra season soon. And then all of a sudden it'll be Scorpio time. Love you. Bye.